Hi everyone, welcome to week 4 of the P4G. I'm your coach, Hoodlum Callum of the Dundee-Diles, and this week we're going up against Jack, aka Gray, the coach of the Vancouver Titans. This week we actually have an additional member to our front office. We have Incog, aka Avery, on the team, so shout out to him, and also Jamie and Ray for helping me build this team. I'll be honest, it was mostly those three building throughout the week. I've been incredibly busy, but yesterday and also today I've been going over everything they put together, giving my own feedback, and I'm actually really happy with this team. I think last week I just felt the team didn't have enough punching power, but this week I think we've built a pretty solid team. Before I dive into it, I wanted to give a quick Gamer Subs shout out. I'm going to be sipping on my Gamer Subs this morning, and also just for full discrepancy, I usually record these team builders after the battle just because I usually just don't get around to recording it before, but this is the first time this week, or well, this season, I'm recording the team builder before, and I figured maybe going over all my notes and stuff with you guys before the battle will help me remember more stuff. I don't know. But yes, Gamer Subs, code hood at checkout if you want a discount on Gamer Subs. It actually helps me quite a lot. So if you're planning on buying from Gamer Subs at all, they have these waifu cups and energy drinks, and they also have a non-energy variant. So if you just want cool flavored water, I guess, then Gamer Subs, code hood. Thank you. So I mean, just looking at the speed tiers, first things first, he definitely has the advantage. He's got Hawlucha and Raikou, which are both faster than Mienshao. So obviously, Scarf Mienshao is what we need to go for if we want a chance of being the fastest thing in the field. But for this week, we actually don't want to do that. We don't necessarily need to do that. Let's just go over the Pokemon that we're bringing and why we're bringing them. So first of all, we have Reverum. Reverum is going to be shiny this week because, I mean, in real life, I got into an accident. I was rear-ended and I had to get a new car because my car was deemed non-salvageable. And it wasn't my fault, so got the money for the car, bought a new one, and it's mostly the same. So we're doing the same thing here in Pokemon. Reverum has a new paint job. He's shiny now. I crashed my Reverum 2 weeks in a row. Reverum has been such a good Pokemon for my opponent's team, and week 2 and week 3 I let it die way too early. Week 2 was embarrassing, and week 3 was a panic, and I should have sacked Mienshao. Never again though. Reverum is our lead here today. It hard counters Florges, and it is, it's easy to get shift gear up against Florges. It would probably help if I told you guys the moveset and stuff, or at least talked about it out loud instead of, I mean, there's an image on screen, but we've got Gunk Shot, High Horsepower, Taunt, and Shift Gear. Gunk Shot allows for a few KOs. It's risky because it's not 100% accurate. High Horsepower is really good coverage against Duraludon. Duraludon is a fat mess, and High Horsepower is for that mostly. But Jack's team also does have quite a few weaknesses to ground with Skuntank, Armarouge, and also Raikou being weak to High Horsepower. I'm pretty sure at +1, Reverum, after one Shift Gear, High Horsepower outspeeds and just OHKOs Raikou. So Shift Gear Reverum, actually I did some mock battles last night as well. Shift Gear Reverum does quite a number to his team. So Reverum is very important. We have the Shucka Berry, so we can take any potential ground type move once. Filter obviously helping out with that. The idea with Reverum here is we're going to lead, if we see Duraludon, we're going to lead Reverum. We're probably going to lead Reverum anyway, because we've got a few ideas of what could potentially happen in this battle. But if we see Duraludon, which I'm assuming we will because Duraludon's very good, we're going to lead Reverum. And we're going to taunt because we don't want Stealth Rocks up. From there, we might take a Draco. Whatever happens, Duraludon doesn't really have anything to just outright kill Reverum, and that will give us the opportunity, if we taunt and Stealth Rocks fails, that will maybe give us the opportunity to Shift Gear after. From there, Reverum goes on a tear. Even if he swaps into Scrafty and Intimidates, we're back to neutral. Gunk Shot still does a decent chunk, and from there, we can maybe switch to Honchko, for example. I think Honchko is a nice switch into Scrafty, and I'll explain why in a moment. But yeah, Reverum is our lead, and he's a damn good one, I would say. Very excited to hopefully not crash the car this week. Next up, we're finally bringing Regidrago. This is something I pushed really hard for because they were honestly considering not even bringing Regidrago this week either, which I kind of get it. He's just so awkward when there's a fairy type around. But we're going Banded Regidrago this week because, Florges wants to come in, just throw off a Banded Earthquake. We have Dragon Claw as well because that's a safer move. You know, if we are predicting that he might predict us to Earthquake, where we can Dragon Claw instead. Once Florges is gone though, it's Outrage City. We just outrage, go crazy, do a lot of damage. And then we also have Explosion. Explosion is like in a pinch, we can almost one-shot a fully defensive Florges. So if we really need Florges out of the way, because like say Reveroom's gone or something and Florges is really just stopping my team from doing anything, we can explode in a pinch. But the only moves we really should be using are Dragon Claw and Earthquake until it's Outrage City. Which is good because like I said, Jack's team is pretty weak to ground, so the only thing that he has to come in on Earthquakes is Hawlucha, which doesn't really want to take Dragon Claws. I think a lot of this match is going to be 50-50s. I mean, obviously he's got resisted hits with Sinistcha. Sinistcha can come in and resist an Earthquake, but I don't think Sinistcha's coming this battle. Let me just go on a quick tirade. The Pokemon we think is coming this battle: Raikou, Hawlucha, Indeedee, Duraludon, Veluza, Scrafty. I think those are the 6 that we... Wait, no, not Indeedee. Florges instead of Indeedee. Those are the 6 that we think are likely to come this week. Hawlucha and Veluza both get Mold Breaker, and that is like the only answer that they really have. Well, Veluza doesn't need Mold Breaker to have an answer for Skeledirge because it's water type, but Hawlucha needs Mold Breaker to get through Skeledirge, which... speaking of Skeledirge, is our next teammate. We have Skeledirge on the team again. This time we're not running Torch Song because Hawlucha gets Throat Chop, and our Skeledirge is pretty much our Hawlucha answer. If for some reason he is running Unaware Hawlucha, Skeledirge 100% completely walls it. If he's running Mold Breaker, which we're expecting, then we've got to be a little bit more wary of you know, any setup moves that it might run. Mold Breaker of course goes through Unaware. I've just got to pay attention to the Mold Breaker proc or not. We've got Alluring Voice, which is super effective on Hawlucha, super effective on Scrafty. We can't really use Alluring Voice though against Hawlucha because Throat Chop. We have Yawn. The idea with Yawn on Skeledirge is to Yawn Hawlucha, and then, you know, from there we can attack it. Obviously we've got Slack Off as well, and then Shadow Ball's just, you know, stab, ghost damage. It's always good. Yeah, Skeledirge's main job here, like I said, with the Rocky Helmet, is to counter Hawlucha. Skeledirge has enough speed to outspeed a non-speed invested Sinistcha, and it's got a little bit of Spadef, you know, to take some hits from Raikou. We do have to be wary if he brings Armarouge and it's like a Psychic Terrain stored power. You know, it sets up like Weakness Policy and Iron Defense, and it's got stored power all set up. Even though we're unaware, the power from stored power is still boosted. It just won't be coming from like a +3 attack. It'll just be coming from Armarouge's base attack, but it will still be Psychic Terrain, and it will still be, you know, a really powerful psychic move, and that will OHKO us. So there's a few things we need to watch out for with Skeledirge. He's not, you know, invincible, but he's mainly there for like the physical attackers, but he can take some hits from special attackers. Then we kind of have our MVP here with us as well, Lapras. Lapras walls Raikou after terastallizing. It should wall Indeedee, as long as it's not like Specs. I don't know, maybe wall is a strong word. Indeedee's very scary. It will do okay against Duraludon. We're running Terra Ground Lapras this week because, like I said, Ground is pretty good against Gray's team. It can take 2 Psychic Terrain boosted Expanding Forces from Armarouge. It can beat Veluza. If it's Mold Breaker Veluza, then of course we're gonna try and avoid terastallizing, because Mold Breaker Veluza into Terra Ground, we just die. It doesn't care about Water Absorb, we just die. Freeze Dry covers Hawlucha, Sinistcha, and Veluza. Alluring Voice covers Hawlucha and Scrafty. It's also nice against Pokemon that maybe want to set up, like if a Veluza's in front of me and if a Fillet Aways, then we can just Alluring Voice, get confusion off. Like I said, Terra Ground, really good. It covers Raikou, Armarouge, Duraludon, Skuntank. Terra Blast, 2-hit KOs Duraludon, which is insane because Duraludon's very fat. And Surf is just nice, just stab damage, but it also covers Armarouge, of course. And then I forgot to mention, we're Assault Vested, so we're just nice and bulky. Special defense Lapras this week. Next up, we have Honchkrow. This guy's main job, so last minute we actually swapped something on this guy. Originally we were running no item Honchkrow because if we don't have an item, Acrobatics does double damage, and that's really strong, especially with no recoil. It's a nice move to have. But last minute we changed it to Custap Berry, which Custap Berry is a pretty infamous item in Draft League. I don't think I've ever used it before myself, but basically once we get down to 1/4 of our health, which I think with Honchkrow is doable, especially if potentially rocks are up against us. You know, we can swap him in and kind of manually get him down to that point. But yeah, once we're down to 1/4 of our health, for one turn, we will go first in the priority bracket the turn after we the next time we use a move, pretty much, that we're at that health range, which will allow us to get a tailwind up. We have this whole sequence sort of thought out. So we're going to be leading Rev Room. If Duraludon leads, we're going to taunt, and then we're going to go into a shift gear setup. If Indeedee leads, we're going to switch to Honchkrow. If Honchkrow dies, we're going to assume it's choice specs, or maybe it's life orb, and then that will give us a clean switch to Rev Room to start, you know, if it's specs, that is, will give us a clean switch to Rev Room to start setting up shift gears. If Honchkrow lives, we can get Custap Berry Tailwind off, which will then allow us to go crazy with Rev Room without shift gear. The idea is, though, if it's not specs, we're going to go into Lapras after tailwinding. But if it's life orb, we'll go to Lapras, and if it's specs, Dazzling Gleam, we're going to go to Rev Room, because I mean, you know, I will say though, Expert Bell Indeedee has a 37% chance of OHKOing Honchkrow, so that is an issue. We could potentially get OHKO'd by Expert Belt, which would then maybe lead me to believe that it's specs, which then, you know, it might turn out that it's actually not specs. Indeedee is a very scary lead against us, but we do have sort of a plan. I don't know if I explained it very well, but we actually also decided to run 30 IVs in special defense instead of 31, because that guarantees, I think, a Dazzling Gleam from Indeedee that isn't specs or life orb or anything. We'll put Honchkrow into range of Custap Berry, like guaranteed. Minimum, it will be 25% health, which will put Honchkrow in Custap Berry range, which means we can guarantee get a tailwind off. But yeah, Honchkrow is our resident switch into Indeedee, which obviously we have to fear Dazzling Gleams. Tailwind also, you know, of course, allows if we're not going for that sequence of events, Tailwind is really nice because it allows Drago, Rev Room to have answers to Raikou, Hawlucha, a +2 Veluza, and a weak armor Armarouge. Life Orb, Dazzling Gleam can OHKO Honchkrow, obviously. We can also Tailwind against Scrafty, Duraludon, Sinistcha, and Moldbreaker Hawlucha. I think we have enough defense EVs to take a close combat from Hawlucha or something. Honchkrow can 1v1 Hawlucha, because we've got enough speed to outspeed it. And of course, we can also threaten Sucker Punches when Psychic Terrain's not around. We don't actually have Sucker Punch on Honchkrow, but Jack doesn't know that. And then lastly, we have Vikavolt with us. The idea with Vikavolt is another Pokemon we could potentially lead with. I don't think we will. But we want to get webs up as soon as possible to make Regidrago's life easier. The only Pokemon Jack has to get rid of webs is Hawlucha, and giving Hawlucha Defog just doesn't seem likely. Maybe he will this week because of the fact that I have webs, but then that means Hawlucha's moveset is definitely limited. So the idea with Vikavolt, this thing was originally specs, but we changed it last minute to Wise Glasses. We just want to Volt Switch around. This Vikavolt can take a +2 Terra Water Aqua Cutter from Moldbreaker Veluza. Basically, after I sack a Pokemon off, I'm gonna maybe want to bring in Vikavolt and just get webs up. Something we have to watch out for though is specs Indeedee does one-shot Vikavolt. But yeah, if Duraludon is there, lead Rev and taunt. If not, maybe we'll lead Vikavolt, but I don't see a world where Duraludon doesn't come. This week, I'm going to not be afraid to let Pokemon die. I am going to obviously think through my decisions, but I'm going to try not be so afraid to let certain Pokemon die on the team. Stopping hazards against us is very important. We did consider between Sandslash and Lapras. Ultimately, we settled on Lapras because it just took hits better. Yeah, if he does get his rocks up against us, then our best course of action is to get our webs up against him, because that will maybe force him to potentially defog with Hawlucha, and if not, then his team's just slow. This week we're going to be trying to play offensive. I'm going to try not over predict necessarily, but I'm definitely going to be more on the offensive and not be on my back heel pretty much the best I can. My battle's not for a couple hours, but I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me yap about the team and what the team does. I'm looking forward to the battle, and yeah, hopefully it goes well. All right, straight into this. For anyone wondering, the music is Autumn Mountain Battle. Ooh. Okay, Autumn Mountain Battle by the Paper Mario and Origami King. Not the team we was expecting. Did not see Sinistcha coming. Interesting. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, let's have a gander. So, no Hawlucha is peculiar, so he's definitely rocking Veluza to take care of my Dirge. No Florges? Duraludon, though. Okay, we lead with our car. And we do the damn thing. This is peculiar. Okay. Wow. This is an interesting matchup. No Halucha. We really prepared for Halucha a lot. I'm curious as to how this is going to go. I feel like he's going to lead in DD, right? I feel like he will, but we'll see. Good luck to my opponent. Let's see. Oh, we got a cool background and his character's cool. Okay, Raikou lead. He's probably... is he Specs Raikou? I can see Specs Raikou. Okay, well, this is nothing what I expected. Okay, none of the leads are what we anticipated. Specs Raikou. My main switch-in is Reggie Drago for Raikou. It might not be Specs. I'm pretty sure I took notes that Rev Room takes like 75%. I think we might have to just go to Drago here. I mean, there's no Florges. We're just gonna hard switch. Drago's like my main resist until Lapras terrestrializes. Yeah, there's the full switch. I figured as much. Okay, we tanked that. Nice. All right. Let me open up his team in paint. That's what I used to do back in the day, so I could score them off as they die. So much going into this. All right. So what does he bring in against Drago? Maybe Duraludon to fire off a Draco? Let me think. Samir? I forget which one this is. Okay. Let's have a look. Indeedy. Indeedy. Yes, Indeedy. Obviously, this thing just like nukes with its attack. I want to switch to Honchkrow, so that's what I'm gonna do, and we'll see what happens. I don't want to be on my back heel too much. You might just, I mean, I guess Gleam would make sense because it does do good against Drago. Expanding Force. He just straight up expanding forces. Okay. Okay. But now do you swap moves? I think I Tailwind here. He withdraws. Okay, so he's either Specs or pretending to be Specs. Hold on. Duraludon. Okay. Duraludon and Indeedy. Sorry, what other Pokemon does he have? I forgot to write them down. Raikou, of course, which we expected. Well, let me write down Raikou. Indeedy, we'll do Specs question mark. No Florges, which is insane to me. He's got Sinistcha as well. I'll do this between turns. Okay, so we've got our Tailwind up. Who's my... I mean, I guess Reverum kind of swaps into this thing nicely. I could see a Jax Pack Draco, to be honest. I guess we'll see. I mean, I think he gets his rocks up though, unfortunately, now that I think about it. Yeah. Unfortunately gets his rocks up, but then I think I can shift gear here. Draco. Okay, he Dracos. Is he a Jack? He misses. Unlucky, dude. That is so unlucky. I hate that for you, man. Now the thing is, what do I want to do here? Do I taunt, predicting the Stealth Rocks? Or do I shift gear? Because I really don't want rocks up against me. I might taunt. I feel like he switched it. No, he doesn't. Okay, cool. Taunt. Let's see. Does he go for the Draco again? He might just Draco again. Stealth Rocks. Okay, nice. Got him. Okay. I think I high horsepower anything here. But I think I kind of want to shift gear. So let's shift gear. Let's get a shift gear off. Let's go, Malka. I hope I'm not making any mistakes. Stopping hazards is definitely very important for us. Let me write this down. He has stealth rocks. Stealth rocks. I need to be doing this in between turns, and he does have Draco. He's gonna withdraw. Okay. Specs and DD question mark. He goes into You Know You Love Me. Okay, this is Sinistcha. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what Sinistcha does, because we didn't really prepare for it, to be honest. Sinistcha. Does it get any ground moves? It doesn't get any ground moves. I think I just gunk shot. I don't know if it's worth like switching out against. I think we might just gunk shot. And hope that we land. Let's hope we can connect. I don't know if it's gonna one tap. But it should hopefully do a lot. Gunk shot connects. It doesn't quite one shot. It does get the poison too. Is it gonna be just strength zap? Okay, smart. Yeah, of course. Of course. I probably should be looking at notes as to what Sinistcha does. I forget if strength zap is -1 or -2. I feel like it is just -1. Yeah, it's just -1. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I feel like at that point, I want to taunt. Let's see. Part of me wants to taunt. We got the poison, which is very fortunate. Let's think about this for a second. Sinistcha. I don't know if I just taunt, stopping it from strength zapping further, but then I feel like it just rips an attack here, or strength zaps. I think I might just go Honchkrow. I don't know what he's gonna. Let's go Honchkrow. Let's see what the bird doing. Shadow Ball. Yeah. Okay. I figured he would just rip an attack. That's fine. Honchkrow doesn't take it super well. Takes it okay. Let's see. Sinistcha. How fast are we? I think, is Honchkrow the same speed? Hold on, Honchkrow. Our Honchkrow, okay. Guess we'll see. I think I just Tailwind again, to be honest. Cool. Sinistcha withdraws. Goes into this guy again. I think he's gonna wanna, yeah, I probably should have predicted that. That's my bad. I feel like he's probably gonna wanna set up Stealth Rocks this time, unfortunately. Which part of me wants to, I don't know if I want Reverum to take unnecessary damage. I feel like Reverum does go crazy here, so part of me wants to go into Switchblades and set up Sticky Webs on the rocks. Not sure if that's the right play, because rocks are really bad, but there's not much I can do at this point. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on Switchblades. I'm gonna try and get the rocks up. I know I meant to send it in on like a sack, but he's roaring. Okay. So he's got roar. It's fine. Into Lapras. Not awful. Really, really not the worst. Now the question is, I don't think I Terrastalize yet. As much as I would love to, I really want to Terrastalize here. Because do I have anything? What else do I have to take care of Veluza? Let's see. Veluza. Okay. I really want to get rid of this guy right here. I do have Vikavolt. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna rip it. I'm gonna rip the Terra Ground. Maybe it's against my best judgment because I know Moldbreaker Veluza is probably here. We do have Vikavolt that can take a, I think it's a +2 Moldbreaker Aqua Cutter as long as they're full HP. Terra Water +2 Vikavolt can take it. I know we're not gonna one-shot here. I'm just trying to like make something happen. Unless we crit, but yeah, no, we don't one-shot, that's fine. Stealth Rock, yep, there they are. Actually, I don't know if we can take Aqua Cutter after rocks. God, okay. I might have misplayed there. There's so much to consider. I hate draft. Okay. Now I don't know if I just Terra Blast again. At least we have this for Raikou, and we also take less damage to rocks. Which I think is important. If we Terra Blast again, I mean... He could switch to Sinistcha. Does he just let this thing go now? Does he need this? I'm gonna just Terra Ground. I wanted to freeze dry so bad on the Sinistcha switch in, but I don't know if he's gonna do that. I feel like he could. I don't know. It's so rough. Unfortunately, he got the rocks up. Yeah, he switches. He goes Sinistcha. I wish I freeze dried if so. Samir, I think that's Sinistcha, right? No, it's this guy. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. This is gonna do some decent damage. Okay, right? Okay. Nothing too crazy. This thing's annoying. I mean, I feel like I can just go into Honchkrow here, but I feel like it just Dazzling Gleams, right? Do I just go into Honchkrow and the Expanding Force? Maybe. Let me go into Honchkrow. It might Dazzling Gleam. We'll see. I maybe should have, I don't know. It's, like I said in the team builder, there's a lot of 50-50s this battle. Expanding Force, okay. Do we get Cuss that Berry now though? I don't think we're in range, unfortunately. No, I don't think we're in range. I don't think I don't know if I Tailwind now or if I just go for a Night Slash, to be honest. I guess we'll see if he's playing it a certain way or not. I don't know if I should just Night Slash just for damage. Or just, no, just U-turn. Let's just U-turn. Okay, he's not Specs. Okay. Good to know. No Specs. He might just be Expert Belt, to be honest. Honchkrow goes down. Let's have a look at our calcs. Look at Volt. I don't know if Vikavolt takes a hit. I'm gonna try it. I want to get webs up. If it's not Specs and it's not Life Orb, then I'm gonna try and get webs up. Let's see. He just clicks Expanding Force here, I'm pretty sure. I think I would want to say Vikavolt can take a hit, but okay, he swaps out. He wants a needy around. Okay. All right. Obviously, this thing's a problem. Let's have a look. Arma Rouge. Yeah. Does he just go for a fire move here? I wonder if I go into Skeledirge, because I don't know if Skeledirge really has another role right now. Yeah, Skeledirge doesn't really have much of a role right now because of like... So let's do Skeledirge. Okay. Let's see. Meteor Beam. Okay, we actually thought this would happen. Interesting. Wait, it's... Oh. Okay, so he's just gonna let it rip, I guess. I guess I'll slack off. I don't know if I'm missing anything, but like I think I can... Like surely I take one, right? Unless it's like Specs Meteor Beam or something. Yeah, we take one. Cool. Okay, so he's not Power Her Meteor Beam. Interesting. Now the question is, does he just go to Indeedee here? Or does he just try to attack with like Expanding Force? I think I yawn. Okay, he Psychics. Okay. I yawn. And now he can either kill me or swap out. And be asleep. Let's see. I'm gonna slack off. I don't know if I'm playing good or not, to be honest. I guess we'll see. Okay, swaps. Interesting. Goes into Samir. Yeah, I figures. Maybe I should have attacked. Let's see. Let's see. What's like max speed and DD all about? I don't think we have speed, unfortunately. Something's gonna take a an Expanding Force. I'm gonna go into Lapras. I think Lapras tanks okay, especially with not Specs. So let's try Lapras. Oh, switches into Raikou. Interesting. I wonder what he was thinking I was gonna do. Okay, that's fine. All right. Here we are with Lapras. I don't think there's any reason not to Terra Blast. I mean, Sinistcha does just come in though. So a part of me wants to just go for a Freeze Dry. Let's do it. Let's rip it. We need to fight back. We need to fight back. Surely Sinistcha comes in, right? I mean, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna predict that I will predict. It's mind games at this point. Thankfully, we're vested. I don't think Raikou does anything. This is pretty much my Raikou wall. I'm just glad we got our webs up. I think Drago is an absolute fucking nuke here, especially with no Florges. And I'm just waiting to send Drago in and just click Outrage. That's what I'm waiting for. Switches out. Does he go Sinistcha? He does. Okay. I don't think this kills necessarily, but let's see. Oh, that plus poison, does that kill? Nice. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay, Sinistcha's gone. I think that's the first mon I took out. Let's see. Samir, yep. This thing will hurt, but I think Lapras is kind of built to take hits. I think he really wants this up for Veluza to go crazy, to be honest. I think I honestly just surf here. And take a hit, because like, yeah, let's try. How much is it? We were meant to tank expanding force. That's what this is all about. Okay, yeah, we took it. Not quite enough to kill, unfortunately. Getting this thing out of the way would be nice, though. Let's think. I think I'm just going to Terra Blast. Healing Wish. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay. Who's he going to heal, though? Who's I guess Duraludon? No? Velu's Clues? Okay. Call on Sticky Web. Did it say anything about... I don't think it said anything about Mold Breaker. Unless I completely missed it. I don't think it did. Now the question is, which Terra does he go for? Because Veluza could go crazy. Water, Psychic, or Ground. Honestly, with the Psychic trading up, I'm feeling like he might honestly just be Sharpness. He might honestly be Sharpness. I think I want to stay in and attack. I don't know if I just Alluring Voice or if I just try to go for damage. I don't know, like what Terra. Water, Psychic. I feel like he's gonna do Terra Psychic. I don't know, I just have a feeling. I'm gonna Terra Blast, just nice and neutral. I don't know if we take a Terra Psychic Sharpness. I don't think we do take a Terra Psychic Sharpness Psycho Cut. Are we Terra Water or Terra? He's Terra Psychic, okay. Is he not running Mold Breaker? Interesting. Terra Psychic Sharpness. Okay, we're faster. I wish I surfed. Nice. Is he gonna fillet away? He's gonna Psycho Cut, okay. That's fair. I didn't know Veluza. I mean, he's 70 base speed to be fair. And my Lapras does have some speed in it. Okay. I think we just go Regidrago now. I think we stop playing around. To be honest. I'm debating if I think we just let Outrage rip, to be honest. Let's see. Okay. do we just go crazy with our rage here? Because I think yes. Let's just go crazy without rage. Let's see what we can do. We'll lose clues. Swapping out. He's gonna stock off. Nope, he goes into this. Okay. Now, how are we doing? Banded Drago. Nice. Critical hit. I don't know if that mattered. It could have. I don't know. I don't know the calc on Banded Drago versus Armourouge, but if it didn't matter, we're masking our choice band. Ludon Fanatic. Okay, yeah, this thing definitely dies here. Oh, wait. Wait, what? How does Healing Wish work? Did I just get boomed? How does Healing Wish work? Hold on, I might have just got boomed. Wait. I guess it, oh, it doesn't go unless the Pokemon has full HP? I didn't know that. Okay. I love to see it. I love to see it. That's awesome tech. I think we just died to Draco here. That's crazy. That is crazy. I did not know that. Okay. Okay. That, I did not know. That is some tech. All right. We bring in Reverum here. I think we just shift gear, to be honest. He might roar us out. So I think, actually, no, I think we have to high horsepower. Because he just roars us out, actually. So I think we unfortunately have to high horsepower. I want to shift gear, but he just roars. So let's shift, let's just high horsepower. And hopefully finish him off. Unless he switches, which is possible. That was crazy, dude. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. All right. Duraludon's down. And then Raikou, I imagine, really want to come in. If it specs Raikou, I know I can take a hit. I can take a Volt Switch. I think I could. I want to say I can take a Thunderbolt. I want to say I can take a Thunderbolt. Is it worth the risk? Like what else did he? What else does he do? We don't one-shot it otherwise. Lapras is gone. I think I shift gear. Because I know +1 we kill it with high horsepower. And I don't know if we outspeed it actually right now with only be. I don't know if we outspeed -1, do we? We don't. Okay, extra sensory. He's going for the flinch. Okay. Genius. Okay. All right, now just don't miss high horsepower. Simple. Raikou's gone. And all that remains is Veluza. Veluza clues. Scary ass fish, man. Scary ass fish. Not the team we expected, but I definitely like. I want to say I definitely prepared out in my mind. Aqua Jet. Not enough to get the KO. High horsepower finishes off, and we got our first win. Let's go. I want to say I genuinely put a lot of time into learning what this team actually did, and the mock battles I think helped a lot. I think I finally found. I'm gonna take a screenshot for my boys. My first win of the season. I'm very excited. I think I'm also playing during the day. I don't know if playing during the day has an effect. I can imagine it would, because I feel like I'm just much more tired at night. So I think I might have to ask my opponents to schedule with me during the day. So shout out to Jack for doing that. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely check out Jack. Phenomenal battler. Did not bring what I expected. Definitely threw some curveballs. He definitely got unlucky as well with that Draco miss. But overall, I think it was a pretty good game. I'm very happy that I got my first win, and thanks for watching. See you guys next time.